All right, Grant.
All right, Drew.
The case for Invincible being the modern day epic is only getting stronger the more I watch of season 4.
Okay, let's redefine our terms. We're revisiting an earlier conversation. Why? What do you mean by epic? Define epic.
And look, this is not a fantasy epic.
It's not.
Not even close.
Fantasy is a little looser than you'd think.
Okay, this is sci-fi fantasy.
Sure.
But that's semantics. My definition of an epic, and maybe I'm wrong, but my definition is a sprawling story that is like bigger than like a character's world. So like for Lord of the Rings, bigger than the Shire.
Yeah.
For this, bigger than Earth, right? It doesn't have to be all of space, but bigger than a character's world, involving multiple protagonists, multiple main characters.
Okay. Yeah.
Invincible currently checks all of the boxes.
If we're going off your definition, I don't think I can disagree.
Would you critique my definition at all?
Well, okay. Like gut reaction, disregarding your definition for a second. I'm going to list off some franchises, and you're going to tell me if you think they're an epic.
Okay.
Star Wars.
Yes.
You were hesitant.
Well, multiple main characters feels...
There's some main characters.
Yeah, I'm going to say yes.
Okay. Lord of the Rings.
Yes, for sure.
Game of Thrones.
I haven't seen it.
Just say yes.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
I think that's fine.
Dune?
Yes.
Okay.
Would you say Dune's an epic? I also haven't seen Dune Part 2.
See, that's the thing. I would say Dune's an epic, but Dune is basically about one
It's about one character, so maybe...
Well, the expanse of all the Dune books are about more than just Paul, but the Dune movies that we have currently are about Paul, and it's literally only set, for the most part, on Arrakis.
Then maybe I remove the main character point, but like I think the side characters should be equally fleshed out.
Okay.
Which I would argue Lord of the Rings, Dune, all of it applies.
Okay, I think I'm getting behind your definition.
Okay.
And the only critique I have of your whole concept of this argument is that we still have potentially 6 seasons of Invincible left.
I think that reinforces my argument. Like, we're to this point in season 4, and it's already insane. And we still have potentially 4 or 5 seasons left.
It's hard for me to say Lord of the Rings and Invincible in the same, like...
They're very different.
But not even, like... It's just Lord of the Rings is like this. It's up here.
Right.
And Invincible isn't out there yet. Now, maybe it is by the end of it, but...
Yeah.
I don't know. Is there, like, a visual aspect to the epic that you have to have as well?
That's your critique.
I did say that on the last pod.
episode.
Like, this doesn't have the visual thing fully.
And I totally agree. But I don't think for me it matters.
I feel like the visual thing might be a little bit of an X factor because with Dune, it's there.
Right, 100%.
And, like, maybe it... I don't know. We might need an equation.
Like a formula?
Yeah, we might need an epic formula.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think of this conversation, and we'll cook up an epic formula.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, how do you define epic, audience?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Would you say the MCU is an epic?
I would say no.
But why? Because per your definition,
it does fit. Yeah.
Now, somewhere in there, your definition is too broad.
Can I put does it pass the vibe check? Can that be in our equation? Because MCU does not, but Invincible 100% does.
Okay. Yeah, we need an equation. We're going to workshop it.
Yeah.
But it's a good conversation. I think it could be there. Yeah.
Because, like, okay, watching this episode, I mean, this episode deals very much with, like, father-son type of relationships. And
spans a lot of time.
I have thought, like, when I was 7 years old, back when Netflix shipped DVDs to your house, which is a pull, my dad ordered A New Hope.
Yeah?
It made it this huge event in my life. I distinctly remember. We watched New Hope, and then we sent it back, and then I watched him order Empire.
Really?
And it was a crazy thing. It was like, for 3 Fridays in a row, that's what we did.
That's awesome.
When I'm thinking about things I'm going to show my son as, like, this is a piece of art that you need to watch, Invincible is crawling up the list.
Maybe not at an early age.
Right. When he's like 17, I'm like, all right, you're taking a week off school. I don't care. And we are binging Invincible.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. I agree loosely, your definition needs work because it's too broad.
I agree.
But we'll revisit it. Maybe at the end of the season.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe in some retrospective. Welcome back to Fireside Film and Invincible podcast. I'm Grant.
I'm Drew.
We're talking about episode 6 of Invincible, season 4.
Yep.
And this was a banger episode. I thought it was great. What did you think, Drew?
I thought it was better than great.
Okay. Wow. What's better than great? Excellent.
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 I thought it was excellent. This might have been my favorite episode.
Ever?
No, at least of the season.
Well, better than the last episode?
I mean, they're both bangers, but this one, like, the Oliver and Nolan stuff, I absolutely loved. I thought it was so good.
Okay. Before we dive into where we're gonna rank that episode and everything, let's talk about. Should we get into spoilers? You think?
I think we have to.
If you haven't seen this episode, this is your spoiler warning. If you're here, you've probably seen it. So we're gonna talk about spoilers. But Mark is down for the count.
He's really not. You were right.
No.
Your prediction yesterday.
Let me apologize. I found somewhere on the internet somebody saying Mark's not in this episode, and so I said that on the podcast. I was wrong. I spread misinformation.
You did. It's
Mark
true.
was in this episode.
It's true,
but he was kind of sidelined.
He was sidelined,
that's just common sense.
Which is valid because bro got his
intestines,
freaking guts ripped out in the last one.
Yeah, that was not. That was good. Yeah. So Mark's been sidelined, and they're kind of stuck on this planet.
Yeah, they're waiting for Mark to heal,
which is fair. And so you got other stuff going on with Alan and oh gosh, what's the robo chick?
Tech Jacket.
Thank you, Tech Jacket. I knew it had a jacket somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're kind of on this ship, and then you have the Viltrumites doing Viltrumite stuff.
Right.
And this war starts.
Right.
And so that's kind of where we're at. What moments from this episode stuck out to you?
Again, Nolan and Oliver.
Yeah, let's dig into that.
They haven't had a lot of character development kind of as a duo, and Oliver, for good reason, has a lot of beef with Nolan.
Yeah,
because
very fair.
He left him and then rocked up to Earth and was like, hey, yo, Mark, it's time to battle. Doesn't even address his other son.
Yeah. Also, like, Mark got raised by Nolan for, 17 years?
Yeah, that's true.
And Oliver got, like, a month.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
So, like, that whole dynamic I loved. I thought it was so well written.
Mm-hmm.
Alan is in this episode. I love Alan. Who doesn't love Alan?
He continues to be my favorite character in this whole show.
And I mean, like, this had the perfect balance of, like, character moments, but also, like, just sick action.
Yeah. And also just, like, there was humor and on multiple layers, and that was awesome, too.
Bro, when they're playing the video game...
That's great.
It's hilarious.
Oh, Alan is just... He's the Steve Harrington of the show. I will argue that to the end of time.
What moments did you like? And while you say that, I'm going to put another log on the fire.
Yeah, go for it. Moments I like, I mean, it's hard not to agree with you on the Nolan Oliver moments where you really get that father-son connection that has been lacking in their relationship and also kind of in the show. We have that between Nolan and Mark, but we also had a season where Nolan was just like in jail. So
yeah, it's true.
We're kind of getting these father-son moments again, which I think is the strength of the show. I also just like the battle scene and the stakes. The stakes! And
he's been doing that the last hour of setting up.
But the stakes are high. And I think the thing about this show, which I want to talk to you about maybe after we talk about all spoilers, but the way the show kind of keeps you on your toes with its timeline, like what I expect from an episode is not always true.
Right.
Like, oh, that's not exactly how I thought this would play out. And we can talk about that more, but that's something that I caught a lot in this episode of like, wow, that's really not how I thought this episode would go. But I like where we're at. And
I had that exact same thought.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I just got that general vibe from this episode, and I continue to love that part of Invincible, that I'm just trusting the writers kind of blindly. I know that it's based on source material, but I'm just trusting. I'm just on the roller coaster. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. There's a freaking fly buzzing around my head.
Yeah. That's what you get. Wow, Outdoor podcast.
He's not leaving.
Yeah. Any other moments that stuck out to you?
I mean, I think what you said of like it's not how I would have done it.
Yeah.
I would have had the. Are we past spoilers? Can we spoil this?
Yeah, we've already.
I would have had the Viltrumite battle on. What's the planet?
Earth?
It starts with a T.
Oh, I don't know. You're the
I know
name
this
guy.
is my job.
You're the name guy.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Not Coruscant, but kind of Coruscant.
Okay.
I'm looking.
Is it the planet where the Resistance is?
Yeah.
I also don't think it's called the Resistance. We're talking in Star Wars terms now. We've translated it to Star Wars.
That battle would have been the finale of the season.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. There's been multiple moments that I'm like, I thought this would be the finale.
Right.
Like, even last episode when Conquest returned, I thought, oh, this was what I thought the finale was going to be.
Yeah.
So, and I didn't expect the war to just, like, start happening.
And, like, kind of be close to over.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, I can't have read the comics, so I don't know. But
yeah, like, I thought the war would span the scope of the show, and now I'm kind of like, I don't know how long
where
this
are
is
they
going to
go?
last.
Yeah,
which is totally okay. Like, I'm game for that. So, I do think that this is just the strength of the writing of putting Nolan and Oliver in a situation because of the circumstances, because of the story, and then they have to interact. Like, that's the whole thing about the show. That's just good writing of, like, you're not forcing characters to interact.
Right.
Like what we get at the end of Stranger Things season 5. Like, this is very natural. It feels natural within all of its crazy town that's going on.
I watched a video essay on Stranger Things the other day.
Oh,
my heart broke.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it was.
Man, that first season is so good.
So good.
The first season is so good.
Like, it's just terrible.
Are you gonna buy the Blu-ray box set that Arrow's doing?
I don't know.
That's a rabbit trail.
That's another conversation.
Yeah, I think the writing is great. I'll let you talk now.
Okay. I love that more side characters kind of got developed.
Yeah.
Like Thetis.
Yeah.
And then again, I already mentioned Oliver, but like Thetis has kind of been this character of like he just kind of lurks in the shadows and says things. Mm-hmm. And to see him punch people, was awesome.
Yeah, I know, it was sick. When they got like blasted by that laser and he had his shirt kind of ripped off, I was like, oh, it's sick.
I was like, he's Loki, just Zeus, but
that's awesome.
But yeah, I mean, I think when Tech Jacket is getting like about to die, two things. I was like, they're just gonna kill her off, and then Alan's gonna be sad, and I'm gonna be sad because I care about this.
About the one-eyed alien too, who would be sad.
But then when Mark comes, my first gut instinct was like, oh,
gut instinct.
Of course he comes. But then I was like, I don't even care.
God.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, maybe it's a little Deus Ex Machina, but like it's still great, and like we want Mark in this show. We don't want to just watch people die for.
It feels more earned than like, not to throw shade, but Daredevil busting down the door and saving Kingpin again.
Are you comparing these two TV shows? No, I agree. I definitely agree. Yeah, I think this is I was expecting, Mark to get back to Earth this episode and confront Cecil and come to terms with some of the Eve stuff that's been going on.
I know, like, we weren't on Earth at all.
Yeah, and like, in retrospect, that was a dumb thought of mine. Of course Mark wouldn't heal quickly from having his guts ripped out. Like, that makes sense. So I liked that this is the episode that we got. Like, wait, what am I trying to say? It subverted my expectations, but it did it in a very good way.
Right, I agree. Yeah.
So, okay, here's a question for you. I guess, are you okay with Eve being just completely sidelined this season? Because she kind of is.
Yeah.
Like, she got pregnant. It's
just like gone.
Her lost her powers, got pregnant, and she's just on the sideline.
I mean, part of me hates it because I like Eve as a character.
Yeah, Eve's great.
But also, it feels inevitable unless Eve were to come with Mark.
Yeah.
But she is currently incapacitated in the sense of her powers are not powering.
Mm-hmm.
So to throw her with a bunch of Viltrumites
would be a bad
idea.
Yeah.
So like where we are right now, I'm not mad.
Yeah. And we're gonna get more Eve this season.
Yeah, I mean,
so it's not like she's just been out for a few episodes, I guess. The moment though, I guess there was a little bit of a time jump because they start growing facial hair, and it's like we have to be here for a month. I started to think, oh, Eve is gonna be showing. Like, that was the first thought I had. Like, Eve might be showing when Mark gets back, and he's going to have to, like, Eve never told him. Like, There
Oh
might
my
be,
gosh!
Now, there might be fallout there. There also might not. But that was my first thought.
Yeah, I kind of don't know if we'll get back to Earth
This season?
This season.
Ooh.
I don't know.
No, we have to. We have to.
The finale has to be Thrag, right? It can't be episode 7.
Yeah,
right?
Gosh, we have 2 more episodes. You're right. We might not get back to Earth.
Like, surely the finale is what they set up in this episode, and that's the battle on Viltrum. Unless that's episode 7, in which case, and then we get back to Earth on 8, and Mark has like a holy frick moment.
And then it's another Sequid battle. I'm just kidding.
And the Sequids are back again.
It's the mummy, and the rest of the show is him fighting this mummy. No, I don't know. Dang it. See, that's the thing. I don't even want to try to predict anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
Every time I'm like, oh, he's going to confront Cecil, it's just like, he doesn't do that. Like, I don't know.
Part of me is, I'm not mad. Like, I love where the show is right now. But I am sad that Cecil and Eve and kind of Debbie have not been in the show as much.
Yeah, I mean, Robot, like, everybody.
Oh, yeah, robots. They are in the freaking...
Yeah, everybody. Oh, yeah, they're just in the other dimension.
In the other dimension.
Everybody's... Rex is dead. I mean, what is the show?
R.I.P. Rex.
No, I think we'll get back to Earth. And I'm okay with having this detour, because here's 100%. The thing. This isn't the last season or second to last season. Like, we still have... there's going to be 7 to 9, maybe even 10 seasons. Like, we're going to have a lot more time with some of these characters.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
I'm okay with waiting.
This is a beautiful chapter in this epic that's developing.
Okay. All right.
That's what I have to say.
You are a clown. Okay. Is there anything else you want to talk about before we kind of dive into some other things?
I am probably the most anticipatory, I don't know if that's a word, for Invincible in general, period. In
it's
all
my
of
favorite show right
storytelling.
now.
I might go as far as all of
ever.
storytelling. Well, currently. Like, if you ask me what am I most excited for, next week, and the week after, and then Invincible Season 5.
Yeah? Okay. I'm going to ask you, like, when we're halfway into this wait for Invincible Season 5, when we're in, like, September, I'm gonna,
right.
Are you so excited for it? You'll probably say, like,
my answer will be yes, but I don't know if...
I think I'm about as excited for Severance Season 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Odyssey. Dude, there's other good stuff coming.
I know there's other good stuff, but...
Night of the Seven Kingdoms Season 2.
Oh!
We're cooking right now.
Bro, there's so many good things coming out.
Here's the thing. At Stole My Line, we review all of these things that are coming out.
It's true.
If you're new to the channel, by the way, hit that subscribe button. What?
Great segue.
Thank you. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. It's free.
It's free.
We are growing. Buy your Stole My Line stock while it's kind of down. Not that it's down. We're going up, but like it's going to go up a lot. So buy it now. That's kind of what I'm saying.
There was one comment that we read today that was like, I was here at 300. You could be here at 3K.
Yeah. And then when we're at 30K, you could be like, I was there at 3K.
Right.
Which we're growing. We just hit 3K, and now we're almost at 3,200. Might even be at 4K by the end of next week.
Well,
so
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that either, but join. Just hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button, too. Get this episode out there a little bit more. My brother really loves Invincible, if you don't know this. His name is Luke. Love him. He might be on the pod one day in some capacity. But he sent me some brain rot, and he sent me, if y'all can't see this, he just sent me a lot of Invincible memes. But this is a classic, the one I've seen on Instagram a lot, and I've already said it, but he sent me one that says, Andressa was a steak. A steak? That's your weekly Invincible brain rot. Thank you, Luke. Thank you, Luke, for that one. Yeah, what else do you want to talk about? Anything else before I want to rank this episode?
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
I'm going to get you to put this up on the screen, even though you're going to hate this. But we've been ranking the episodes of this season, which gets very confusing because it's just a bunch of numbers in different order. But we have a list going.
Okay.
And you kind of mentioned it, that this might be your favorite episode of the season.
I don't know.
But let's talk about it. Hold on, let me pull this up. Invisible episode rankings. At number 1, we have episode 5. So last episode. Number 2, episode
phenomenal.
2.
Which was also phenomenal.
Number 3, episode 3. Number 4, episode 1. Number 5, episode 4. This is so confusing.
What happened in episode 3? That's when we found out Eve was pregnant?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still a good episode.
Yeah, good.
Gosh, we put 1 kind of low. Okay.
1 was fine.
We might amend it.
Really? You think 1 was good?
The end of 1 was crazy.
What was the end of 1?
He punches the Sequid dude.
Oh! Oh yeah, that moment was okay. But I think the rest of the episode was fine.
Okay.
Like the battle with the electric chick.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I agree. You're right.
Whoa, that's crazy that like this season we were fighting Sequids.
Yeah, that was the season.
That's wild.
It feels like 3 seasons.
This show moves very quickly.
Where are you slotting this one? Is this
one or two?
Is this better than the last episode?
No, I don't think it is.
From a writing character perspective, I would say it's better, but
yeah, but
I think
from
the action
and like a moment, I think episode, what is it, 5? Yeah. 5 is better.
Okay, so this is number 2.
Yes, I think it is.
You think this is better than episode 2?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I'm slotting that in. That will be on your screen. Thank you, Drew, for doing that in post. If he didn't do it, please tag him in the comments.
I will.
Yeah. So, anything else you want to talk about? I guess like if you have any predictions, I know we've kind of already talked about it, but any thoughts on where this could go?
I mean, I still think the season finale will be the battle with Thrag.
I think so too. Yeah. And somebody's going to die.
Right. Also,
we haven't read the comics, guys. If you
in episode 8, Thrag is the poster.
Oh wait, show me. Oh yeah.
So like, not to spoil it for anybody, but
if you're just looking ahead,
I'm like, yeah, I think Thrag will be the big bad of the finale.
Yeah, I would agree. He doesn't really intimidate me.
I know,
honestly,
he's not super scary.
I've been more intimidated by Conquest.
Yeah, that's because Conquest is
gosh,
terrifying.
you know what we didn't talk about?
We didn't talk about
this. This is what I wanted to freaking talk about. We're not closing out this episode.
No.
Guys, listen here. I want to glaze the writers really quick.
Let's do it.
Because the writers know this show and know this audience.
They do.
And it's the post-credit scene that really, like, hit the nail on the head of, like, oh, Conquest is going back? No, he's not at all. He's not. Like, he's just not going back.
I said out loud, and I'm like, there's no shot they were going back. And then it cuts back. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, and that is knowing the audience and playing with them and also just knowing the show and knowing the characters.
Yeah.
And
just, like, the tropes in your own genre.
Oh, yeah.
And being aware enough to make fun of yourself.
I applaud the writers. And they did it at the beginning, too, in a different context, a more somber way of... They kind of play on, is Mark buried? Is he dead?
Yeah.
And, like, obviously he's not. The show is called Invincible, but...
Also, the cut to title I loved in this episode.
Yeah.
Where he's like, I really wish he was. Boom.
Yeah, it's great.
Thought it was great.
They just keep inventing it. I can't... Or reinventing it. Absolute cinema.
This show is so dang good.
Absolutely
If
Invincible.
you're not watching Invincible and somehow you've made it this far into an Invincible review, go watch it.
That would be a mistake! If you haven't seen it yet. Is this thing on? Okay.
we gotta wrap this up.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of... Should I say it?
I'm gonna cut it, but you can...
On this episode
of...
You can
try.
A Fireside Film podcast. We are excited for what's coming up. Drew, just name one thing that we have coming up.
Michael.
Is that the thing you're most excited for coming up?
Invincible next week.
Okay, outside of Invincible.
Oh, well, Backrooms.
You're more excited for Backrooms?
In the kind of soonish.
Michael's going to be a very interesting conversation.
Michael will be interesting. But we got Spider-Man. We got Odyssey.
We also have a Star Wars marathon in the pipeline.
It's true.
Starting to work on for y'all because we're talking all things Star Wars. So we have Daredevil episodes coming out right now. Like, there's a ton of stuff. We have a ton of reviews. If you want to go see your thoughts on Project Hail Mary, we reviewed that.
If you want to go see our thoughts on About Time,
that exists. The drama is a big conversation right now.
It's true.
So we have that out. We got a ton of stuff out. So just go watch it, guys. Like, it's just us talking. If you're here now, if you're still here now, you can go watch that.
You'll probably like it when we talk elsewhere.
If you can't tell, we've been talking for too long. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. But hit that subscribe button and then take a break.
Enjoy a film.
A shake.